In our past few videos, we discussed how plastic can be harmful to the environment in general. Now let's go deeper into how it affects human health. First, let's talk about the eye-catching question for everyone. How much of our diet is plastic? According to yourplasticdiet.org, on an average, an individual can be ingesting around 5 grams of plastic every week. This is almost the weight of a credit card. Through their studies, they found out that people can be consuming, on an average, 100,000 microplastics per year. And if we do the math, that's about 21 grams a month and just over 250 grams a year. So the actual question now is, how are we ingesting this much plastic without even realizing? Plastic is in the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe.
Through polluting our rivers and lakes, the plastic ends up in our watersheds, therefore affecting agriculture and food production. Also, dumping plastic in landfills and the ecosystem could leach possible toxic chemicals into the soil and water, thus polluting the water and the food that we consume. We're also ingesting plastic from the ocean. As we have said in our previous videos, through a process called biomagnification, we are consuming plastic every time we eat seafood. For those of you who are new to this process, biomagnification is when plastic toxins increase as they go up the food chain. So far, we have only talked about toxins from plastic that we are consuming, but did you know we're eating toxins from other sources too? Plastic is like a sponge. In the ocean, it absorbs toxins from outside sources. Say, for example, the sponge acts like plastic, and these tiny shapes are other toxins that it collects. Through the food web, we are eating these too.
Now let's talk about drinking. Our main source of drinking water is through watersheds. For those of you that are not familiar with what watersheds are, think of it like drainage basins that collect rainwater to distribute to our houses. They provide drinking water, water for farming or cooking, and manufacturing. Plastic can pollute these watersheds, which affect the water that we use.
Changing gears a little bit, here's how plastic affects the oxygen we breathe. When a bacteria called Prochlorococcus eat plastic in the oceans, it can affect their growth, photosynthesis, and production of oxygen, thus reducing the oxygen we breathe. Not only this, we're also breathing in the toxins from the plastic when it's being produced or burned. Some of these chemicals include lead, vinyl chloride, ethylene dichloride, and dioxins.
Another big question that we run into is, what types of problems can this cause to our body exactly? According to serc.carleton.edu, toxins such as lead, cadmium, and mercury can be very dangerous for humans, which are linked to cancers, birth defects, immune system problems, and childhood development issues. Because fish eat these plastic, those harmful toxins end up in our plates. Also, a chemical called BPA, mostly found in plastic bottles and food packaging, interferes with human hormonal function. It can enter our body through drinking contaminated water or eating seafood that has ingested plastic.
Even though we don't fully know all the health problems plastic pollution can cause, it's still a big environmental concern that can impact our health. Plastic is in everything that we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe. We should still try to reduce our use of plastic to prevent this aggravating problem. Watch our other videos for more information about plastic pollution, and be sure to look out for Preventing Plastic Pollution Tips video coming soon. Think natural and live plastic free.